Look at these dumbass chipping out.
Flat out, he's racist. Why you got the dogs out?
You have the right to express yourself.
We gotta stand your ground law.
That doesn't give somebody just cause to beat you up.
Chud the Builder. I'm sure you guys have all heard about what's going on. Gideon is talking about him. He's got a court date or something like that. But if you know what's going on about Chud the Builder, that makes one of us because I have literally no idea. So I found this video called Free Chud the Builder Rally and it's been going crazy. So we're going to react to it.
I think that people who shoot other people on racist principles deserve to go to prison for it.
I think so too.
You following me to my truck now? We got 18 rounds for you.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so this is him. That's a crazy clip. We're gonna rewind that. Hold on, cause that just caught me off guard.
Look at this chimping out. You following me to my truck now? We got 18 rounds for you. We ain't got nothing else.
The social media.
Okay, wow, that's crazy. That's an insane thing to post online.
Influencer known as Chud the Builder is now facing an attempted murder charge after a shooting today outside the Montgomery County Courthouse.
I support freedom of speech. I believe he acted in self-defense.
That's what happened. Chud was assaulted. He defended himself.
Not acting in self-defense.
I've watched the videos.
Why are you acting like a right now?
Acting like a what?
You heard me. Sit down. Keep coming up.
You gonna press me?
I'm gonna mace your ass real quick.
I don't want to get pepper sprayed. I really don't.
Go pick up my hat.
Oh, nah. That's okay. All right. Look, flat out, he's racist. Flat out. I don't even know like the situation about like him, you know, pew-pewing somebody in front of a courthouse. I'm finding out about this now. Like I kind of knew about it, but I didn't know about it really. I'm finding out everything literally as we're recording this video. First of all, he's flat out racist. That's insane. That's an insane thing to post online. I get it, freedom of speech, and yes, you can say whatever you want in America, but freedom of speech does not guarantee freedom of repercussions. Any backlash towards Chud the Builder for things that he's saying and posting about himself doing online, totally deserved. That's not even what I'll question based on what I just seen right now.
I've seen the posts.
Ooga booga. Look how these chipping out.
I think he was very, very clear about what he intended to do.
Blew his brains out that night. I almost feel like it's going to happen.
And I believe he should be held accountable.
How's it going?
I'm on your side right now.
With Andrew Callahan. Andrew is in Iran right now, so he can't make it, but we are at Montgomery County Courthouse, where Jake Lang advertised a free Chud the Builder rally. For those of you that don't know, Chud the Builder is an online agitator who came to prominence a few weeks ago, brandishing weapons at people while calling them the N-word.
I think this is an FBI psychops.
And earlier this week, he shot somebody, which was the obvious outcome. There's not really anybody here, but we do see some people right here. I see somebody... How's it going? We had heard that there was a free Chud the Builder rally.
That's exactly why I'm here.
That's why you're here?
Yeah, I was calling it cap because I didn't think he was actually going to come. I drove around a little bit ago and didn't see anyone, so.
Is the political climate of this town kind of favoring Chud the Builder, or?
No. It would absolutely be the minority. It's funny, actually, because me and some of my friends had reached out to the mayor like 6 months ago when this first started happening, saying that this exact thing was going to happen. So, a little disappointed, but at least no one died, I guess. Even though it seems like it's a super red state, that there's
okay. So he's not dead. The guy that he shot. Okay, great.
A lot of people that are actually like standing on it in public, if that makes sense. Like I walk around with a fuck ice pin on my bag and no one's ever said anything to me.
Have you seen anybody that you think is a free Chud the Builder supporter?
Here?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
I'm here in support of Dalton Etherly and an
that's his name. Bond $1.2 million
for the First Amendment. I believe he acted in self-defense, and Tennessee is very clear about stand your ground law, and I don't think that anything unlawful. It's not attempted murder. He was attempting to prevent his own murder. He has a right to defend his life, his liberty, and the pursuit of happiness per the Constitution.
The reality is, this is America. We have
now, again, I think I agree with what she said. In America, you have the right to say what you want. You have the right to protect your freedoms, and you have the right to protect your life. However, first of all, when it comes to guns, you have to have permits, and you have to be an approved gun owner, right? You can't just go around brandishing a gun willy-nilly. You have the right to self-defense. You have the right to say what you want. Like I said earlier, right to say what you want. You don't have the right to exclude yourself from repercussions. I can already see how this situation went down, because I'm trying to look at this as objectively as possible. The way that I see this possibly going down is he said some really racist shit to somebody. That person got provoked. They got into an altercation and he pulled out the gun. Now, from what I have heard from certain lawyers and stuff like that, and this is just totally unrelated to this case specifically, but it is related to stand your ground and self-defense, you are allowed to use a reasonable amount of force. So like if somebody's pointing a gun at you and you shoot them, that's fine. But if somebody like smacks you and you shoot them, that's like totally like different. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to look at this as objectively as possible.
And liberties that we must exercise and be able to maintain. We can't have any inch of those liberties being taken from us.
If we lose the First Amendment, they're going to come for the Second Amendment. And we need the Second Amendment to defend the First Amendment.
This guy who assaulted Chud, and Chud went to defend himself.
Okay.
And now he has a book being thrown at him. Chud had every right to self-defense. Yes, he was a provocative person, and there was premeditation in that provocation. But what he was trying to exemplify is that we have the ability and the freedoms in America to exercise our liberties to the full extent, and that we should possess the full extent.
Right. But again, like I said, you can say whatever the fuck you want in America. That does not excuse you trying to hide away from repercussions
Of our liberties and our rights, and those things should be maintained.
I strongly think that Chud the Builder was antagonizing that man and was not acting in self-defense. But I'm not out here specifically for the bond hearing. I just saw on Lang's posts and stories that he was trying to get people out here to like protest and put up a banner and stuff. And we saw Lang once at like 8:30 in the morning. Didn't see him again.
And what side of the political aisle would you describe yourself on?
I would say I lean more conservative, but I very much disagree with those that call themselves conservatives because I don't think they show conservative values right now.
I noticed the 1776 shirt, so you're conservative as well?
Yeah, I lean more like that. Like the more normal people, like, you know, like Charlie. But like Chud the Builder, it's more like white supremacy than it is like conservative values.
Do you know anybody that actually wants Chud the Builder to be free?
Not personally. Just the big social media names.
You're outside Chud the Builder's courthouse right now. The fate of the future of white civilization is here. Will we allow the court system to weaponize against us, or will we stand up as heritage Americans for Chud the Builder? So now that you guys know...
Okay, this is so like messed up. Okay, let me break down what I just heard. E is arguing that if Chud the Builder is found guilty, then it contributes to white replacement and to just like belittling the white person in America. Now, technically, white people are a minority in America statistically. I can understand where he's coming from if Chud the Builder was an everyday going American, going to work, providing for his family, or just pursuing his dreams to do whatever in a positive light. I could totally understand if somebody like that was just dead or like assaulted by somebody of color and it was provocatized, if that's a word, by skin color, then I can totally see where you're coming from. But we have somebody that films himself on the internet calling people slurs, trying to get a kick out of them to prove a point. I don't get it. I really don't.
That this fucking weirdo came up to him and he took a blatant stance. Even if he did take a blatant stance, hell's gone like this. It wasn't out. The dude hit him and then they went to the ground. That's when shots were fired.
I mean, it does sound like a little bit of a case of self-defense. We're from Florida. You know what I mean? We got to stand your ground law. It's hard to know without all the facts. I don't know about premeditating a confrontation.
Or what? You want to get maced right now?
There's always a time and place, and whether you deem something disrespectful or respectful doesn't negate the fact that you have the right to express yourself in this country.
Saying something like that out loud to somebody.
And
like
why you got the dogs out? But again, like I said, again, I'm not going to keep saying this. This is probably the last time I'm going to say this. You have the right to say whatever you want in America. You do not have the right to exclude yourself from the repercussions of what you're saying. Simple as that.
Yeah, man. I don't agree with it at all.
And if you don't like that, right, go move to fucking Canada where they don't have free speech laws.
With that being said, though, what did we learn in, like, what, elementary school? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me, right? So I think at the same time, to play devil's advocate, no matter what you call somebody, a grown-ass man should be like, okay, cool, walk away, right? To go and fight each other over it is kind of crazy to me, on both sides.
Let's turn it on its head. Put the shoe on the other foot. You're a black man. You're calling me a cracker. If I was to then assault you, you were just exercising your freedom of speech. And we don't have words in this country that are illegal to say. If you're not threatening to kill somebody or strewing words together which are a threat to someone's mortal being, but calling somebody a name that they don't like or don't prefer, that doesn't give somebody just cause to then beat you up for that.
Okay, now to rebuttal that, I understand where you're coming from. But if somebody is purposely using racial slurs to get a kick out of somebody, then what? What is your answer to that? They're asking for it. They're asking for whatever consequences come after what he's saying. He's literally asking for it. So what do you have to say to that?
Disrespectful as hell. Yeah. Like, you got to have some respect for people.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I view it. Like, if you don't have respect, then what kind of man are you?
Couldn't say it better myself.
It's not about the word. He did it with the intentions of antagonizing the black community. He knew exactly what he was doing when he was doing it. He got exactly what he wanted. He wanted to shoot a black man. That was his whole point.
Let me see a with a weapon. As soon as I see you, bro, I'm fucking shooting your brains out. Starting things and instigating and harassing people shoots and kills a black man. That's what it's going to say all over the headlines.
So why would he go into these communities, starting trouble with them constantly, knowing what it does, knowing what that word, how that word makes us feel? He knew what he was doing when he did it.
If what you're doing is going around using racial slurs and profanity, that's a little different.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Are you gonna argue that in court? Don't walk up on me, y'all ain't gonna do nothing but chimp out. Is trying to say I can't come in the store. Look at these dumbass chimping out. What y'all gonna do if I walk in the store? What are y'all gonna do if I walk in the store?
He thinks this city would condone his actions. That's crazy. He is a horrible person.
We don't want hate in Clarksville. We don't want that racism, that bigotry, none of that stuff.
Not even Berkeley, but ever since Trump, we've seen shifts to the left and to the left and to the left.
Going in there with a weapon on your hip and saying things that you know are going to offend us intentionally. He knew what he was doing.
Do you think there's any credence to the thought that, like, if you bring a weapon and then try to provoke somebody, that it's kind of premeditated?
I mean, that's an.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of is, because think about it. Part of the reason why you might feel so comfortable to do something like that is because you know that if it comes down to it and you have a lethal weapon, a majority of the time you're going to come out probably A-okay. So, and like I said, he's antagonizing people. So I think that it's totally understandable to go to the decision that if he's making people the aggressor or making people antagonized on purpose because he has a weapon, then yeah, I totally think it could be conceived as meditated.
Allegation, you can't really.
I mean, he was doing it for like
was or
weeks
wasn't.
though, online with the camera.
And you're calling that provocation?
Every time you see dirty, you see dirty trash. You know what I'm saying? Bitch ass.
When you go in with a gun, I think you know what to expect. We've seen both sides kind of talk about this, with Kyle Rittenhouse on one side and then Republicans talking about Alex, I forgot his name now, up in Minnesota. Both sides are saying, you know, when you have a gun, you're bringing it to a group. I mean, you don't expect anything good to come out of that. And so this whole case, you know, I think $1.25 million bond says a lot about it.
I'm on set initial bond at $1.25 million.
Are you in the courtroom right now?
I was in the courtroom just now, yes.
What can you tell us?
What do you want to know?
Well, what's going on up there? I mean, what does it look like the self-defense is gonna pass, or I mean?
That's not even the point of the hearing today. You clearly have some significant misapprehension.
Yeah.
It's a bond hearing. The only thing happening today is the judge deciding what the appropriate bond is for Dalton Netherly. That's it.
Jake Lang was making some hand gestures in the courtroom, and the judge asked him to stop or he would be removed. And at that point, Jake decided he wanted to make some statements. And after he made these statements,
what did he say?
He was removed from the courtroom, arrested. So he will be held here at the Montgomery County Jail and will be released in 10 days.
While he was being escorted out, he made a comment about a, quote, two-tiered justice system.
It's stupid. He's
yeah.
running for Senate, Wayne, in Florida, and then he's coming here to support a white supremacist. It's supposed to be American.
It doesn't look good for him. Does not look good for him.
Cause a rise. He wanted to call in the white supremacists. That's what they're doing now. They gathered up, they put their posters together, but they didn't show up for him, so they're not here.
Did you see the bus?
No. Where is it?
Oh, they were asking us if there was any people here that came, and we told them there wasn't because like no one showed up, and they went back. But they came all the way up from Florida.
We're from Florida, you know what I mean?
Are there certain positions that you find yourself splintering from the Republican Party in specifically?
No. I mean, when it comes to, like, listen, I'm a Republican through and through. I feel like they are that's the party of common sense the most, you know, right now.
Yeah.
But because I don't agree with like men going in little girls' bathrooms, right, and dressing up and pretending to be women is kind of crazy to me. So you want me to expand it real quick? So
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Pause it real quick.
Yeah.
MAGA Mobile Command is the bus. Me, I'm MAGA Junk Removal on all platforms pretty much.
It's a magnet for sure, man. You just park and people come up to you and they talk to you. You can find out what the temperature is in the area, how the people are really feeling.
Because like people are itching for stuff like this, patriotic things.
Yeah, I think everybody thought that this is where Jake Lang was.
No.
Okay, yeah.
No. I know Jake Lang. I do know him. But yeah. So this is like some of the campaign hats and everything. And then for MAGA Mobile Command, we have these hats. It is new. We just started a couple months ago. As you can see, you got Jack Hughes on the side of this motorhome. So that's very new. He scored the game-winning goal for Team USA. And so we put a lot of thought into it, man. It's a good tribute to the 250th anniversary of America. and what makes our country so great, right? And the biggest thing is we should be able to vote for who we want to vote for without being completely rude and nasty to one another. It shouldn't be like, hey, because you voted for this person, we can't sit at, the same table and eat, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I think is kind of crazy at this day and age. And we notice it. This thing kind of brings demons out of people, and it's not intentional at all. We're here to, just spread love and the word, you know what I mean?
And what's your last name?
Kozak.
Kozak.
Liam Kozak.
Kozak. Is your family Ukrainian?
That's a fire name. Kozak, that's a fire last name.
Dude, I knew it, man. The Jews are always trying to push a liberal narrative in this country.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely. 100%. They're behind every left-wing radical organization. They're funders of the BLM. They're funders of every Marxist movement. I worked for Charlie Kirk for 2 years, and he said that right before he was killed. One of the reasons that got him killed, he started to expose AIPAC, started to expose Zionism, started to expose the state of Israel. So, are you a Christian or are you a practicing Jew?
I'm neither. I didn't grow up with Judaism in my family.
So you're an atheist Jew?
Yes.
So you're a Bolshevik?
Why would I be a Bolshevik?
Well, your last name's Kozak. You're an atheistic Jew. I mean, you fit right in with communism. Leon Trotsky.
Do you really think that there's like a correlation between my last name and what I believe?
Well, obviously. The things that you're espousing are the same things that were espoused by Vladimir Lenin. This is kind of a Marxist ideology that seems to run deep within atheistic Jewry, and I don't understand that. But why have you come to the value system that you have come to? Was that?
So that was just a lot of connecting the dots that aren't meant to connect. I think he's very loud and wrong. I don't even know what to really say about that conclusion that he came up with.
The university that you went to, your family just shares the same ideals. Where does that come from?
What do you think my value system is, just to clarify?
Well, right now you're saying people should be arrested for saying words. And
No. I'm saying attempted murder, they should be.
That was, I know, but you didn't argue that point.
That's actually the only point I argued.
No, you didn't argue that point. You did argue that it was premeditative.
Yeah.
So I'll give you that, but your argument wasn't very good.
Well, I want you to know that I also hate the state of Israel. I actually just came back from Palestine, where I was staying in refugee camps.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. My last name, dude. Don't let my last name get to you.
I'm still not letting you off. You still might be a Bolshevik.
Why do you think there's been this rise of like agitators? It seems like they're specifically agitators.
Because they've been given permission by the president. Racism is on the rise, and they've been given permission to act the way that they want to now. It's open now. Racism is it's an everyday thing. There's a lot of hurt, there's a lot of pain going on in the communities, and it's intentional. It's unfortunate, because it doesn't have to be this way.
It's interesting because, especially with, your religious background, and I agree with you 100% on American values and what it means, and the kind of man you seem to be and how you carry yourself seems so antithetical to someone like Chud. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like he's walking around hurling insults, and then he's like, oh, but I have a gun. And it's like, that doesn't seem like the kind of America that we want to prop up either.
What Chud did was very brazen. You can say it's wrong, the way he went about trying to prove the point of freedoms and liberties, but it does elucidate this reality. We see a lot of times in these cases, black people get off scotch-free, slap on the wrist. This situation just shows that there's not equal justice in this country. There's two tiers of justice in this country. We need to stand up for all Americans. If your rights and liberties are infringed on, those are my rights and liberties being infringed on as well. So while I disagree with Chud, I'm very public about my disagreement with his method. But at the end of the day, I'm standing up for liberty and for America and for religious freedom, for our rights, which are being infringed upon.
What are you listening to? When?
Why he has his toes out, man? Like,
it's a great song. Do you have a favorite Lil Wayne song?
Probably Drop the World.
Drop the World. It's a great one.
Oh yeah, it's a damn good one.
Wait, so what are you doing out here?
I'm actually gonna pay my lawyer.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I had a case over here some other time ago, but we're getting it settled right now. So
nice.
Do I agree with everything that the man says on it? I wouldn't go do it.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be going around doing that. But with that being said, again, you do have the right to defend yourself, and words do not condone violence. So that's why this is such a hot topic, I think, right now, because there's a lot at play. Could it be self-defense? Is he instigating? But hey, there's the First Amendment, right? And that's what the jury's going to be for, and the criminal justice system, and just watch it play out is going to be very interesting.
This is the only country in the world where you are freely to say what you want, how to live about your life, carry a gun if you choose. We all get free will.
Yeah.
And it's what your choice is on that free will. Neither here nor there how he says it. Yeah. I'm more about freedom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, because this country, they're trying to take more of your freedom than trying to give you more freedom. So I think what he's been doing is trying to test the waters of how far free speech can go, but what people respond to is you don't got freedom of consequence.
We need people showing up
That's
to
what I'm
these
saying.
things in real life to really make our voices heard. I think social media is going to be the downfall of all of us. I think social media is a pacifier for the people, because when people are hushed and not taking any action and not standing up for one another, that's when you allow the powers that be to take true control. And that's very dangerous for us as Americans. Okay, we don't want things to happen to us like that have happened in other communist countries.
They're not here. They're chimping out.
Channel 5 worldwide.
Channel 5 worldwide. So I'm with this guy from Channel 5 worldwide. What's your name?
Liam.
Liam. That's my son's name.
Is it really?
Okay, now I'm liking him even more. He does happen to be a Ukrainian Bolshevik Jew, but we have a lot of things in common. We are both anti-Israel.
Yep.
And so listen, a Bolshevik Jew, anti-Israel, Ukrainian dude, and a conservative, patriot, America First guy, we're getting along.
Yep.
So Americans can come together on certain issues, like the fact that Benjamin Netanyahu is a terrorist and Israel is a terrorist state, right?
Yep.
Free Palestine?
Free Palestine.
All right, well, that was that was heavy. Like I said, this is really my first exposure to whatever is going on, well, with what has been going on with Chud the Builder. So these are really just my final thoughts to just wrap everything up. The things that he's saying are messed up. We can't even, we don't even need to double down on that. But he's saying really messed up things, and I get the point he's trying to prove, that in America you have freedom of speech. But just because you have the freedom to say what you want does not mean that you are excused from any consequences that may come from it. I don't really know, like, when it comes to the shooting, I guess the guy that he shot is still alive. If so, thank God he is. It's just a really complicated situation. I am in favor of Chud being locked up based on what I do know, because again, I'm trying to be as objective about it as possible. It's tough, man. This is a tough situation right here, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section about Chud the Builder. If you guys think that he should be set free, if you guys think he should be locked up. Obviously, I think we can all agree that what he said is wrong. Hopefully we can. But yeah, if you guys have any more things you want me to react to, shout outs to Channel 5 with Andrew Callahan. Make sure to subscribe, like the video. Peace.